Good Monday morning, my good friends. How are you? It's time for our 3-card weekly reading. That's where we'll pull 3 cards for the collective to talk about the week ahead, and then single cards for those who request. And I see so many of you here. Thank you so much for being here. And my goodness gracious, I am so excited that we are starting out with 1DM. Thank you. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for starting us out with a generous super sticker. I can tell you that it just feels fabulous when I come here and the first thing I see, like half an hour before it's even time to go live, I'm setting up and y'all have given me a gift. And that means so much. Thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate it. And oh my goodness, Pamela Phillips, thank you. Thank you for being a member. And thank you for the super sticker as well. My goodness gracious, it means so much. Your support of this channel means so much to me. Thank you. Now, Wendy M., you may remember, is the person who sent me the Sirens of Song musical tarot that we've been playing with. And we're going to do a members only live. It's not on the schedule yet, but we're going to incorporate that deck in a members only live, and we'll talk about tarot and music. So thank you for that. And Pamela Phillips actually is the bestower of the Truth Stick. So appreciate y'all. Thank you. And I appreciate all of you for being here. So yesterday I did a pop-up. I've been threatening to do more pop-ups, and yesterday, heat wave, hurricane, not here, but on its way to Texas. And I popped on and I did a walkthrough and readings with the brand new Rhythm and Soul Tarot. Lots of fun. We had so much fun. Thank you, everyone who was able to be there. If you weren't able to be there, do go back and watch at least the first part where we go through the deck. Actually, watch the whole thing because it was pretty freaking great. It really was. Some really amazing things happened. All right. Let's get going. Let's hop on over to CardCam. What deck are we working with this morning? It's Mystic Mondays. I got this deck specifically to use for the 3-card weekly reading. So here it is. Michelle F., I was a bit bummed I couldn't join that one. I'll definitely go check it out for the deck. Yeah, it's totally worth it. And the reason I say stay for the readings is, like, as you get to the very end, there's this one question. The cards are just so on target. It's so amazing. It's a great deck. All right, and Danny G., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, absolutely. I do the readings in the order in which I see them, so I will be happy to do this for you. All right, so starting with 3 cards for the collective. Now remember, as we do the collective cards and as you're waiting to receive your reading, if you hear something that feels like truth to you, if you hear something that's like, oh, yeah, I needed to hear that, take it. That is the power and the magic of these group sessions. All right, 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. The 10 of Swords reversed, and that's where I say, well, at least it's reversed. The Chariot. And the 2 of Wands reversed. So I think in a lot of different ways, as individuals, as families, as communities, as cities and countries, and a planet, however we're identifying the collective, we can see this really poignant story here. And it's a story of how we boldly and joyfully move forward even in the face of adversity. I'm going to say it again. How we boldly and joyfully move forward even in the face of adversity. And, that's a hard thing because we don't want it to be spiritual bypassing and we don't want it to be toxic positivity. We want to be authentic about what the experiences are, what the fears are, what the worries are. We want to be authentic about that. But at the same time, we want to lean into the positive because that's where the power is. And we want to lean into what moves us forward because where else are you going to go? You got to go forward. That's a powerful message. Tell me how it's hitting you. What do you think? All right, let's get going. And as you know, I'll take these in the order in which I see them. I will desperately, very consciously and intentionally, try hard not to skip anyone. Nonetheless, I'll probably skip some people because it just happens. So if you see me skipping someone, go ahead and say, did you skip? And if I didn't, fine. And if I did, I'll be very grateful that you let me know. All right, let's get going. First person that I see, let me just make sure that I really am at the top. Yep, you're at the top. Caroline McLaughlin. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. And thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. Six of Cups reversed. I don't love this reversal. When this is reversed, it sort of says to me, so this week, you may have to deal with something or someone a bit unpleasant from the past. It may be having to heal from something of the past. It may be literally having to reconnect with someone where it's not really pleasant. It may be having to deal with some difficult memories. But whatever this is, it is like when we talk about that 3-card weekly reading, the only way to go is forward. This is a card that helps you go forward by helping you understand and release the past. So it's not necessarily pleasant, but it's very necessary. All right, Diana Price, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Oh, I love this. The 7 of Wands reversed. I love it in its reversal because it suggests that you are building community. It suggests that you are making friends, that it's not just you against the world anymore. And I think this week you're going to get some evidence of that you have support, that you have community. And you're so used to not having it that it's almost hard to accept and deal with. But it's a good thing. All right, Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. You're up next. And Diana says, my community of weirdos against the world. What if it's your community of weirdos healing the world? Just saying. All right, Jeannie Mnuchin, glad you're here. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. I love this. We get the Queen of Wands. So this is perfect, and it's perfect for you being the artist that you are. This is really about nurturing creativity, nurturing your passions, nurturing your sense of vitality, and being in situations that are nurturing of those things. That is, I think that's how I see you anyway. But what's beautiful is I think this week there'll be some things that happen that help you see yourself that way. Diana Price, that's an interesting spin. Oh, I believe it 100%. 100%. Do I believe that those of us who are the sensitives, the creatives, the healers, the mystics, the prophets, so often the ones who are marginalized in society, we're the ones who hold the energy that heals the world. I am very, very sure of this. Very sure of this. We just have to survive in order to do it. All right. Maria Baresi, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh, you are not the first person to get this, and I love this for you, Maria. Seven of Wands reversed. To me, that can be about making friends. That can be about building support. And it has been a long time, Maria, since you've really felt supported. And I feel like there may be a situation developing where you will have a person or some people around you where you feel supported. And that's a beautiful thing because you are supportive of so many. All right. Audrey M., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emoji. And seeing you reminds me to remind you all of two things. One, Global Tarot Circle tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you join us right here. The link is already up. And our Cards and Conversation Tarot Meetup at Panera Bread in Palm City will be this coming Sunday, 4 p.m. If you're local or local adjacent, come on and join us. All right. Audrey, how does it feel to be the person whose presence reminds me to do the promo? I mean, I hope that feels okay. I don't know, but there it is. Anyway, Audrey, here we are. Oh, well, this feels okay. Eight of Swords reversed. We don't necessarily love this card in its upright setting, but when it's reversed, this is good. So this week could be about your healing process. It could be about being in the relief that comes from the healing process. But one way or the other, this week is about releasing the narratives that aren't true, releasing the things that aren't working, letting go of anything that is keeping you constrained or confined. That's a beautiful thing. And, there's something inherent in this card. Since we had the Chariot for our 3-card weekly reading, and it was the only positive card up in there is this thing, that really speaks to the way forward, which was also like the newsletter topic last week. And when we see that way forward, for you, I think this week you're going to get some vision for that, and that's going to be really good. So I feel great about that for you. All right. Mary, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ten of Swords reversed. So this is interesting because this was also in the reading for the collective. So it's powerful for you. And it is powerful in its reversal. We like that it's reversed. We don't like that it's here, but we like that it's reversed. What this says, Mary, is if you've been going through something difficult, it could be getting better. It may end up being better than you fear. And so there's a sense of this week, some relief from difficulty, but we also acknowledge there is difficulty. All right, Febborn, so good to see you. So glad that you are here with us today. Here is a card for you for your week ahead. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. And so there is definitely a sense of being away from home. There is definitely a sense of dealing with some structural issues, if you will. This may not be the easiest week for you, but you are definitely, and for those of you who are like, what is she talking about? February and I have been having a textual relationship in the past day. We have a textual relationship, but I've been kept up to date on some goings on. And so I am narrowcasting to February right now. Not the easiest week. But everything that is happening, your ancestors are supportive, and there is real opportunity here for healing of body, mind, and spirit on a very, very deep level, deeper than the obvious. Deeper than the obvious. And I think that's the important thing. So hang in there. This is not easy, but you are supported and the healing opportunity is profound. There you go. All right. Melissa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Happy Monday. They arrive so quickly, yeah, don't they? Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The Lovers reversed. I feel like this week you are doing, and this is a conversation you've been having with yourself for a while, but I feel like this week you are doing some deep, deep, deep digging with new tools that you now have into what do you really want? Personally, professionally, in all aspects of your life, what do you really want? And what do you do to make it happen? So that's powerful. JD Estrada, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for your week ahead. The Four of Cups reversed. So JD, here's the deal. This week, you need to be optimistic. There are definitely some things going on that you're not going to be super thrilled with, but be optimistic, be positive, stay positive, and you will be rewarded. Like I was mentioning earlier in doing the collective reading, how we don't want to deal with toxic positivity, but it is true that sometimes focusing on the positive brings the positive. And that specifically for you, JD, is the message for the week ahead. Stay positive, focus on the positive, make do, make it work. The rewards will be there. Mary, thanks. Fingers crossed. Better than I fear. Yeah, seriously. And Melissa, you are quite welcome. All right, Gemini Sun, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for the week ahead. All righty there. So, Gemini Sun, excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to respond to JD's comment before I do your reading. But given the card that we just pulled for you, Gemini Sun, not the first one to get it, and it is in the collective reading, so it is really powerful, and it's a message for us all. So pay attention to what I'm about to say to JD. I will try my best to be more optimistic, says JD. Sometimes it's hard when things point otherwise. I get it, and we don't want to have false hope. However, there are always openings. There are always energetic ways that either something can come in at the last moment and create a miracle, that can happen, or that, like, my Puerto Rican friends have this great expression they say in Spanish, and I don't know it in Spanish, and it's so beautiful, but it translates to, nothing ever happens that something better doesn't happen after. And I think when we focus on that, we help create that energetic opening. So, like, we do have to be aware when things are difficult, but we do have to stay focused on that opening. I think. All right. So Gemini Sun, that said, Ten of Swords reversed. Although I have to say, when I'm thinking about it and thinking about you, I'm actually wondering if it's physical this week. Are you not feeling your best? Is there something going on? Are you having some physical pain? It's just striking me. It's just striking me that this could even be physical, in which case, take it easy, do what you have to do to take care of yourself. But here's the thing. This can also be like about overthinking or negative self-talk or dealing with real difficulties and having that like hold you hostage. In its reversal, this is positive. It suggests improvement. Improvement is coming. So stay open to that. Oh, JD, I know that saying. Yes, and yes, I agree. Will someone please teach me how to say it in Spanish? Recognizing that I can barely speak English well, someone send me an audio clip so I can practice it, because it's a great saying and I want the magic of being able to say it in Spanish. So someone please send me a recording. Thank you. All right. When I say someone, maybe you, JD. Maybe. All right. Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I really appreciate you. Here's a card for the week ahead. Wow. You know, this deck is not in any way marked or marred, but we're getting a lot of repeat cards, and this is one of them. The Seven of Wands reversed. I love this reversal. I really do. Like, it really ticks me off. Like, the people who are just like, they're not anti-using reversals, but they're they don't ever think that a reversal can mean something positive. They always want to interpret a reversal in a negative way. Those people tick me off so bad, because sometimes the reversal is so much better. And this is one of those cases, Smile Soul 20, where when we see the Seven of Wands reversed, we see an opportunity to be less defensive, more trusting. We see people around you who have your back. We see better teamwork. Now, we've already done some readings like yesterday thinking, or maybe the day before, thinking that the work week ahead could be better, that there could be more support for you. Because sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it doesn't feel supportive for you, Smile Soul 20. But here we see support. And so don't imagine it's there. Like, don't get yourself in trouble thinking that this person supports you when they don't. But find the support and lean into it. That's the key. Gemini Sun, I got Simply Faith tattooed on my ribs. It was my first at 18. And that was the exact idea behind that, to remind myself there was always a better day after a hard one. There you go. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Gemini Sun, you are very welcome. Card on the floor. All right. Wendy M., good to see you. Thanks for being here. So Wendy has sent me some videos of Lady Gaga. Ooh, so good. I'm going to try to figure out how to get them up to share them in the community thread. So thank you for that, Wendy. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis, and thanks for starting us off with a super sticker. Really appreciate it. Okay. Sorry, distracted. February. Okay, Wendy, you're up next. February. Had a conversation with a female energy the other night. Think it was my aunt. Okay, yeah, that would go along with that card. I look a bit different on my right side, my left side. We're playing with the lighting. It's probably that. It's probably just lighting. But yeah. Or like, you know how it is when you're a curly hair person. It can be different every day. Never know. All right. So, Wendy M., thank you for starting us off with a super sticker. Thanks for being a member for 2 years. For those of you who don't know, Wendy M. will be presenting at StaarCon 5 for the very first time. And so we are in person, super excited to welcome her to that elite roster, and super happy to have her with us today. The Hanged Woman reversed. Yeah. So this is especially poignant. Wendy's trip to Las Vegas to see Gaga, first concert in a long time, and I think I can tell this story because Wendy has shared snippets of it here, and I want to share it because it's so profound with this card. Wendy had an accident a little while ago, broke her foot, and like the traditional hanged man is hanging by his foot. I know that's not how it is in this card. But still, you know, you can often think about foot injury with the hanged man, or in this case, the hanged woman. And so it comes up reversed. And Wendy had said when she was on her way to this trip that this was her first concert since the accident. And so she's been to the concert. I know that because she sent me videos. So exciting. Oh my gosh, the videos made me cry. So good. I love Gaga. Anyway. As we start this new week, Wendy, with the hanged woman, hanged man, hanged one, reversed. Feels like your feet are working again. And I mean that physically, which like hallelujah, it's been a long haul. Orthopedic injuries are hard to deal with, for sure. So there's that, you know, like there really is this line of demarcation right now. But it's also metaphoric and energetic because as above, so below. Nothing that happens to us physically isn't also some spiritual thing. And for you, this is your way forward. This is you on your feet, in control, moving forward according to your own will and according to the will of Spirit as it guides you. So, congratulations. This is for the week, but I think also for the rest of your life. Love it. All right. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Wow, I am shuffling. Y'all can be hearing me shuffling. And yet, we keep getting the same cards. So, but I'll take it because you can use this, Liz. This is good. So for you this week, Liz, be careful not to be defensive. Recognize that you have support. Even people who don't know how to support you are supportive of you. You may need to have boundaries with them, but recognize that they do not mean you ill. They just don't know sort of how to handle things. And recognize that you do have good friends around you. You do have people who care about you, and lean into that. Hey, DH, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We really appreciate you. Give me 1 second here. All right, DH. The Knight of Wands reversed. This week, be careful and very deliberate and intentional about anything you do or anything you plan. You may have some ideas for making plans and where you want to go and what you want to do. And recognize that like you are flooded right now with good ideas and good inspiration. And that's a wonderful place to be, but you can't do it all. So this week you want to spend some time sifting through the ideas, the inspirations, the projects, the thoughts, and figure out which ones you really do want to pursue because you can't do them all. But write them all down. Oh, Diana Price, that's beautiful. Maybe we're all getting the Seven of Wands reversed because we're in the same community. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Wendy M, absolutely spot on. The first airplane trip since the accident. Lots of walking, but I was able to enjoy it all in Vegas. So grateful. Thank you. And Lady Gaga healed all of us in that theater. I bet. All right. Okay, D9, here we go. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. King of Wands reversed. So D9, there's a part of me that wants to make this be very specifically about your relationship life. So I'm going to say it that way. If it applies, take it. If it doesn't, I'll say something else, okay? With regards to your relationship life, don't settle. Don't settle. If you're with someone, ask for what you need. Don't ask for less. You dishonor both of you if you do. If you're not with someone, we all have to settle in the sense that we all have to recognize we're going to be with someone who's human and no one is perfect. But what you want to do is choose the person whose imperfections are acceptable. And don't try to accept something that is not acceptable for you. So there's that. The other piece, and this could be equally true or not, you may not be feeling your best. This week, you may need to really do some good self-care, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And also this week, you want to think about where you can be a good leader and what you have to do to get there. Okay, there you go. Lisa E., so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. You and Jenna for the week ahead, of course. Lisa E., Five of Swords. Be willing to fight for what you want and need, but pick and choose your battles carefully. If it's not worth fighting for, don't fight for it. And when you fight, recognize you can win. And for Jenna, the Emperor reversed. So there may be some issues with people or organizations who have not been dependable and have not been there for you the way they should have been. And for whatever reason that is, that can be really hard. You have to think about how you want to process that and how you want to deal with that going forward. Pamela Phillips, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Here we go. For you, Judgment. This week, you know what I want to say is there's something really here about trusting yourself. That in a lot of ways you were taught to not trust yourself. You were taught to second guess yourself. Trust yourself. Really lean into trusting yourself this week. Okay, for your daughter. There's that 10 of Swords reversed. And I'm sorry, I didn't pause enough to let you get I know you're videotaping this, so I'm going to start again. So Pamela, your daughter, the 10 of Swords reversed. This was in our collective reading, and a lot of people are getting it. So it's kind of in the community right now. And if there is something you're dreading, it's not going to be as bad as you think. There are difficulties, but I think you are finding solutions. Be careful about negative self-talk. Okay? And for Pip, who is also a member, the Three of Wands reversed. This week, you want to be really, really careful about anything, internally or externally, that tells you that you're not capable, that you can't do it, that you aren't good enough. Any of those things, any of that negative stuff, it seems to be around you. Make it go away. Make it go away. There's no truth to it. D9, you're very welcome. All right. And Christina R., so good to see you. Thank you for being here. We're going to do you, Karen, and Kim. And Karen is a member here and also a presenter at StaarCon 5. All right. Christina. I shuffle, and still the same card comes up, but this is so good for you. And again, it's in the collective energy. A lot of us are getting this card today, and we like it. We're here for it. But this is good for you as you start your new journey this week. 7 of Wands reversed. There will be people who want to help you. There will be people who are collaborative. There will be people who will help make this happen. And after so long of having people who are not able to do that, this is going to feel good. You may even make some new friends. For Karen. Ha ha, I love this. And everyone feast your eyes on this. Is this not the most clever 10 of Cups? I just love this. I think it's fabulous. All right, Karen, over the past few weeks, you have not been getting the greatest cards. And thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. You've not been getting the greatest cards. This is a great card. This week, I think, is going to be a pretty good week for you. Maybe in nice times with people that you enjoy. Maybe things at work going smoothly. Just really being in that loving energy. So be open to that and enjoy that. And Kim, the 3 of Cups reversed. The 3 of Cups reversed. All right, so with Kim, there are ways that you're not feeling supported, and there's ways that you're not feeling happy. Do what you have to do. If it's spending time with your friends or family, do that. If it's taking time alone, do that. Do what you have to do to support your own well-being and your own happiness this week. All right. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Excuse me. And thanks for using members-only emojis. We really appreciate you. There it is again. It's just like every other card. But this is good. You know, the people that we know need this energy are the people who are getting this energy. So that's beautiful. Nalini, this week, look for new friends. Look for supportive people. Recognize that you are worthy of support. You are worthy of having good people around you, and find them. Seriously. They may be people you already know. They may be new people. But that's the journey you're on, of finding the people who are really worthy of you. Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Hey, Ann, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And Anna K., good to see you. Okay, Michelle F., here we go. The Tower reversed. Well, we're glad for that reversal. So maybe you've just been through a difficult run and things are getting better this week. Maybe this week there's some things here that are difficult that you're dreading. I'm here to tell you it's not going to be as bad as you think. So the other thing about the Tower reversed, when we look at the Tower, there is opportunity for real enlightenment and real growth. And when it's reversed, there may be some opportunity, rather than doing it all at once, doing it in little bite-sized chunks. So be open to bite-sized chunks of enlightenment. All right, Lumen, so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Oh, Wendy, happy birthday yesterday. Wendy's birthday was yesterday and Anna K's is this week. Happy birthday. Okay. Where was I? I was on Lumen. All right. Here we go. 10 of Wands. Ten of Wands, Lumen, you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot on your plate. You got a lot on your back, apparently. You can handle it. You can do it. You can do everything that needs to be done. Have faith in yourself. If you can ask for help, ask for help. If you don't have to carry all of this, then don't. But if you really have to do all of this, I'm here to tell you, you can. You can. Virginia, good to see you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You get Judgment. You're not the first one to get this. This week, be really open. Be really, really open to putting closure to the past and be open to really new things, building on the good works you have done in the past. Let go of the past, be open to wonderful new things. That's the energy. Nalini, I needed to hear the part about people who are worthy. Give my love and energy to those. I give my love and energy to those who make me feel unworthy. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh, Lumen, it's a trend. You got the Ten of Wands on Friday, too. It is a trend. Does it make sense where you're at in life? Like, can you see what? Like, can you see it? All right. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Here we go. The Two of Wands reversed. So this was also in the 3-card weekly reading. So also auspicious for you. And what I want to say, about this is this week, try to be extra special engaged in reevaluating your goals. Reevaluating, like, is what you're doing right now bringing you to where you want to go? Where do you want to go? Do you know where you want to go? You know where you thought you wanted to go. Is that still where you wanted to go? Is that still where you want to go? And are the things you're doing actually bringing you there? And it may be the answer is yes to everything. But it's time to run that. It's time to run that program. Just to make sure. Revival of Venus, you're perfect. You're perfect. You're good. Lumen, you're putting your art show up this week. It opens on Saturday. So there's literally, you literally have to carry your pieces. I mean, you're hanging the show, right? I mean, there's a literal piece to this as well as it's heavy as well. Feel free to send me photos if you want. If you want me to put some pictures up in the community thread, feel free to send. Would love to see. All right. Now, who is next? Give me a minute. I just had to scroll. Here we go. Peggy Lou Leven, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We're going to do a card for you and for Susan, who's also a member. Here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Hang on, I'm gonna do you just 1 second, Peggy Lou. Anampan, thank you. You interpreted my Two of Wands reversed today the way I would usually interpret the Nine of Wands, meaning take stock of myself. Interesting. Makes sense. I get it. For me, the Nine of Wands, there's like a vigilance and a woundedness, and this question of and that's the taking stock part for sure. Do you really need to be doing this right now? So there is a similar thing. But I would say that for me, the Nine of Wands is coming from a place of woundedness and really holding it together. Whereas the Two of Wands is much more hopeful and you can manifest whatever you want. What do you want? So that would be the difference. So thank you for that. But your mileage may vary as well. Tarot is different for each person who works with it. All right. So, Peggy Lou, here we go. Ace of Wands reversed. I feel like you're starting out the week maybe not feeling your best. Do what you have to do to nurture yourself, to take good care of yourself, to really find your energy and your inspiration this week. And for Susan T., who is also a member, Justice reversed. And I know you're really trying to weigh things out and figure things out. And I know there's some legal, like contractual things you may be dealing with the sale of property or buying property. And it's feeling heavy and it's feeling pressured. Make sure the pressure you're feeling is real and not something you're putting on yourself or something someone else is putting on you. All right. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We appreciate you. You're traveling, you'll watch on replay. That's fabulous. A card for the week ahead, of course. And there it is. There's that 10 of Swords reversed. Again, it's stalking us as a group. Came up in the collective reading. Rose, we've missed you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Barbie Bird. There's a lot that is exquisitely uncomfortable right now in the transition that you're in. It is. It's hard. There's no doubt this is hard. Acknowledge that it's hard. Make the best of it. You'll get through it. It will be fine. And I think that's the thing you want to do, because if you're like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake, then it's like, oh, this is uncomfortable. But if you're like, no, this is hard, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So not the easiest week on your way to what you're doing, but it's fine. It's good. And it's getting you where you need to be. So it's all good. All right. Yes, we have missed you, Rose. What's going on? Okay, who is next? Iva Morris, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you are. You're not the first one to get this. It's the Tower reversed. So whatever you got going on this week, it may be a little hard to wrangle. It may be going off in a lot of different directions, but it's not going to be as hard as you thought it would be. And you'll handle it. It will be okay. So this will be a challenging week. Make sure you take good care of yourself. Do your yoga. Do whatever you need to do. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. You'll get through it and you'll be successful. All right. Claire C. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We really appreciate you. 2 of Wands reversed. You're not the first one to get this, and it was also in the collective reading, so very auspicious. I think for you, it's figuring out what are the things you need to consider. As you make your plans going forward, what are the considerations? Are there health considerations? Are there financial considerations? Are there family considerations? And remember that your happiness is also a consideration. Your creativity must be a consideration. Your spirituality must be a consideration. All of it. Ha, Peggy Lou. Yes, exactly. Find your fire. And speaking of finding your fire, make sure everyone to join us tomorrow evening for Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Okay, so who's next? Medium That Rocks. You're up next. Oh, Anna K. Thank you for this. I owe you an update on my son. We just got the results a few days ago and your reading was spot on. Good. I expected it to be, but still good to hear. Nothing catastrophic, thank goodness. Still some doctors to be seen, but things are calmer. Good. That's what I thought. But glad that's where we are. Thank you for giving me peace of mind. Good. Thank you for that. All right. Medium That Rocks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for for almost a year. Thank you for being a member. And Medium That Rocks is Kimmy, who will be presenting at StaarCon 5 for the very first time. So exciting. All right, here we go. Queen of Cups reversed. You're in your feels. I mean, you're going to be feeling a lot. A lot. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot bubbling up. Doubt, fear, sadness, sorrow, regret, all the things. Allow yourself to feel all the things. But you know what else you can feel? Joy and happiness, all at the same time. So just allow yourself to feel the feelings as you do the doings, and all will be well. Hey, Martha Vink, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Gotcha. All right. Deepika, good to seeing you. Good to see you, Deepika. Glad you're here. Nine of Wands. Speaking of the Nine of Wands, here we are. So, Nine of Wands. And the question, like with the Nine of Wands for me, is it like, should you be vigilant or are you being over vigilant? Like, which is it? And the way I'm feeling it for Deepika today really is more like this week you're going to want to be on extra special alert, that you probably do need to be extra vigilant. Be careful. Look for opportunities and look for potential problems. Be in troubleshooting mode this week. Look for the problems that are coming up and see what you can do to solve them. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here we go. You're not the first one to get this. It's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This week, there may be some questions having to do with family, having to do with where you're living. You may be looking at making some changes. There also may be some questions around finances, making changes in terms of how you're managing those things. These things may be stressful, but it may actually be a good thing. All right. Pamela Phillips, once again, thank you so much for the generous super sticker. Danny G, glad you're here. Here is your card for the week ahead. King of Swords reversed. This week, be really careful about what and whom you trust. With the King of Swords reversed, there is a possibility that you yourself are hanging on to some thoughts or beliefs that are not true, or that someone else is feeding you those things. So this week, you want to be very, very careful to verify what is true before you believe it. Vaishali, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Wheel of Fortune, I love this for you. So a couple things. You know, generally speaking, I see this as good luck for the week ahead, and who doesn't want that? But I also see it as being able to recognize some old patterns and break them, which really brings in healing, which is a good thing. Jackie Masters, my friend, I'm happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 weeks. For more than 2 years. I was going to say for more than 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely more than 2 weeks. For more than 2 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. Oh, Jackie, I got you in 1 second. Ashley, in reference to finances, I'm going on an interview today. That hopefully will change my financial situation. Indeed. Best of luck. If you have a tarot deck, carry the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in your purse. Just saying. Anyway, Jackie Masters, we appreciate you so much. The Knight of Cups reversed. I'm going to say this week, be careful what you commit to. You may be feeling enthusiastic and exuberant about certain things and commit to them and then be like, oh, why did I agree to that? Take your time and be careful so that when you agree to something, it's something you love and something you really want to do. Raquel, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Glad you're here. All right, so we are doing You and also your daughter, Cassie. Certainly, Cassandra. All right. For Raquel, King of Swords reversed. You are not the first person to get this. In fact, I shuffled and we've had this very recently. And for you, I think it's really, where do you want to lead? What are you going to trust? How are you going to be in the leadership position that you need to be in? That's really the thing. What are you going to do? And how are you going to do it? How are you going to take charge? That's the thing. And for Cassandra, Six of Swords. There is definitely a sense of moving forward and figuring things out. There is definitely a sense of putting logic above emotion, which is appropriate, and that will move you forward in a very good way. Hey, Psychic Barrett, are you who I think you are? I'd rather be a grunt. All right, I am. Very good. Good to see you. Psychic Barrett will be a reader at StaarCon 5, just saying. We have a full exhibition hall, full marketplace open to the public, and you can come get a reading with Psychic Barrett. All right. Indeed. All right. Where am I? I know where I am. Christine Halliwell. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. The Ace of Cups reversed. I think this week you really want to think about a couple of things. How to heal your heart and what your heart wants. How to heal your heart and what your heart wants. Focus on the heart chakra this week. Focus on your emotional well-being this week. Baby cakes, so good to see you. Pancakes and coffee, hallelujah. You're so sweet. I hope everyone has an awesome week. I love that. I love how supportive our community is. Thank you. All right, here we go. Justice reversed. So I wonder if there's a situation where you have not been treated fairly. I also wonder if you're dealing with any kind of legal things or contractual things that need to be dealt with this week. If so, deal with them. But I also know you're looking for your next job. And the thing that's very clear here is you want a specific situation. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. Do not take what you don't want. Look for what you do want. That's the key. All right. Here we go. Hang on one second. All righty. Who is up next? It is Joanne Ellis. Thank you so much for being here. Judgment, that's been a popular card today as well. This, I think, has to do with your internal self-talk. You need to know that at every moment of your life, you have always done the best you could. If other people are saying your best wasn't good enough, that's got to be their problem, not yours. And as you go forward, you have to trust that you always will do your best. And believe in yourself, and that feels incredibly important this week. All right. Oh, Raquel, Baby Cakes, Christine, thank you so much. Heather Roberts, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A card for the week ahead, most certainly. The Five of Wands. This week, expect some conflict. It may be with someone else. It may be other people around you conflicting with each other. It may be internal in terms of decision making. One way or the other, you need the conflict to get to the answer. And so do not avoid the conflict, but try to take it light and move it forward in a collaborative way. Jazzy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Eight of Swords reversed. You're not the first person to get this today. This week, you will find an ability to change your thinking about something that allows you more freedom and more openness and more opportunity. Teresa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And thanks for being a moderator. The Four of Swords. So, Teresa, this week, this may be spiritual. It may be about meditation. It may be about divination. It may be about retreat. It may be about healing. It may be about rest. But this week, I would like to see you doing as little as possible. And just allowing that space for yourself, whatever that means for you. Anna Kay, you are up next, and it's your birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to you. We appreciate you so much. Five of Cups reversed, and this is a card we prefer to see reversed, and it really is about, on one hand, just being glad that we have a better outcome, but, you know, as we go through this week, the recognition that things that you think might be difficult might not be as difficult as you think. I'm going to say it again. Things that you think might be difficult might not be as difficult as you think. Doesn't mean there's still not a problem, but they're not as difficult as you think. And I think that's the whole energy, not just about one thing, but about many things. Karen Hendershot, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. You also get Justice reversed, and this card is starting to stalk us. You're not the first. And recognize that there may be some people who are treating you unfairly. Do not be afraid to call them out. Not in an angry way, in a factual way. In a factual way. If those are the facts, be willing to speak them. Anna, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We really appreciate you. Okay, and here we go. The Eight of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. I actually really like this illustration. This week, you're going through a process. It's an emotional process. Hey, Charm Girl, good to see you. It's an emotional process. It may not feel good. But if you allow yourself to go through this process, you will have great healing and you will be able to move forward. And, you know, sometimes this process calls you to do something. It calls you to do an activity to heal. Write a poem, meditate, go on a trip, make a phone call. I don't know, but there's something that, or maybe many things, some things that you will need to do on this healing journey to allow for this healing. But that's what's needed. Okay, Revival of Venus. So happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Knight of Wands reversed. You're not the first one to get this. This week, be extra special careful about what you decide to pursue. There are many possibilities. Be strategic about pursuing what you're most passionate about, what you're most motivated for, that will likely succeed. Anna Kay, from your mouth to God's ears, to God's ear. I've got so much going on. Yeah, I know. I know you do. I know you do. But I'm actually hoping that part of what you have going on will make it easy for you to come to StaarCon in person in January. Just saying. Just saying. And Anne, you are very, very welcome. Okay. So we just did Revival of Venus. So now, Rose. Rose, we have missed you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Revival of Venus makes sense. Okay, good. All right, Rose, here we go. The Hermit, which, okay, if ever there was a card that could speak to you, it would be this. And I feel like there are ways that this card supports you in your wisdom and in your ability to sort of create your own environment. But there's ways this card does not support you in isolation. And I feel like that's been what's going on, is maybe there's been some sense of feeling isolated. And so this week, lean into wisdom, lean into your own personal space, but not into being isolated. We missed you too, Rose. We have Global Tarot Circle tomorrow evening. Hope you can join us. Hope all of you can join us. Okay, Christina, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here we go, Christina. The Three of Swords reversed. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, whatever, this week you're going to see improvement. Improvement. Healing. That's what we're looking for. Improvement and healing. Okay. And Charm Girl 22, card for the week ahead. Here we go. That Eight of Swords reversed has been a popular card today, and in its reversal, it's a good one. So look at, Charm Girl, look at the way that you're thinking about life. Look at what you're feeling, what's going on, the stories you're telling yourself, the stories you've been told. And think about which one of these are not serving you, which one of these are not true, and let them go so you can be freed from that, so you can really move forward the way you want to. There you go. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I've handled every request. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. If you're here and have not made a request, it's last call for readings, y'all. We will be back tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up. Tickets for StaarCon are available. I'm available for readings. Links are in the description for each of those things. I thank you all so very much. Special shout out to those people who helped out with super stickers today. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the members. Thank you all for being here. Do check out the Rhythm and Soul Tarot video from yesterday. Definitely check that out. Book a reading with me, get your StaarCon ticket, and join us tomorrow night for Global Tarot Circle. I will look forward to seeing you soon.